Hey, it's Storytelling Ron. I'm here to talk about a product for Dungeons and Dragons, and as you can see, it's called Nord Games LLC.com. Just this website, I don't have any affiliation with them whatsoever because I'm just a nobody. But I just wanted to let you know that I think that this is a good company for D&D products, especially like beginning DMs. I really like their stuff. I only have one, but their other stuff is interesting too, though I have not bought them. For instance, the critical hit decks. I'm very comfortable describing critical hits and damage and stuff. But I looked through this and I thought that was a pretty good. It had some really good. I was very tempted to buy it, but I'm like, I'm going to stick with my own creativity. But that's because I've done years and years and years and years and years and years of critical damage descriptions, and I'm very familiar with it all. However, if you're a new DM or beginning DM, this might be a really good, uh, just to give you, to fill your mind with a lot of cool ideas on critical hits. Because like when you get a critical, then you can pull out one of these and it describes that damage and stuff. And I think it's based on, just check it out. I think it's a really cool idea. The treasure decks, wandering monster decks, they got a lot of other products. But what I want to show you is the product I have, which is the review I'm going to be doing. I don't know what Game Master's Toolbox means. This is called the Ultimate Bestiary Revenge of the Horde. And I really like the artwork. The artwork's great. Pretty cool. Um, let's see. I'm trying not to smack my lips. So, Nord Games, bunch of credits here. Good guys. They got a Facebook page and all that. Check out what they're doing. So, as you can see here, what this one is, the Ultimate Bestiary, is really only about specific races. These few handful of races: bugbears, gnolls, goblins, hobgoblins, kobolds, ogres, okiti, which are like a rat waste. That seems kind of new. I don't know where that came from, and orcs. So, and there's trolls too. So, if you are really into any of these races and you want to, like, I actually, to start off, so my review is going to be some good stuff and then some criticisms. I really think if like you want to do an adventure or campaign or based on around one of these races, this is these humanoids. This is a great thing to buy. It's $15 PDF, and they like have a little membership and you get little points and stuff, something like that. But I really think this is like if you want to do a goblin, campaign where they go through like low levels and it gets higher level too. The goblins and the way you can use them. So that's really cool. So if you really want to like focus on one of these races, like in an area, and I think this is a great supplement for you, especially beginning DMs. Gives you great ideas and variations that focus on a theme. So this is a really good supplement to get. I really highly recommend it in that regard, and I'll show you why. So a lot of info there. Neat little extra stuff. Obviously, great artwork. That's disgusting. Intestines. But great artwork. And then so they'll have a nice long sort of, descriptive, gives you ideas. Right here, you will read this and get ideas for what kind of campaign or adventure you want to do. What the feel of the tribe and their area and what they're all about. See, combat tactics, role playing them. So you can obviously make bugbear characters. That'd be interesting. Make a bugbear party that deals with bugbears and whatever. I don't appreciate the white space. Little criticism. Like fill it with something that, whatever. That's not a big deal. Okay, here's a neat thing that they did, where, and this is for all the different races, is you have war bands, right? So obviously challenge rating 1 through 4. So this is what you would encounter at these this sort of challenge rating, and the combo of different bugbear variations that you would encounter. And of course, as you get up higher levels, level challenge rating 13, that's got some hardcore stuff going on there. Challenge rating 17, oh boy, so that's cool. And obviously, though, the challenge rating would be, right, because challenge rating versus one character, and then you can, whatever, I'm going off on a tangent. But anyway, this is like challenge ratings of the monsters, and you can obviously do a couple different variations on this, and this is cool. So let me get into just sort of how they do this. Oh, the artwork is great. Now I know this may be uncouth, but I capture, copy and pasted this, put it in Photoshop, and I'm going to probably make some miniatures of these at some point. Although I haven't done it yet, but I've drawn my own bugbears for my own thing. But if I ever did go into this sort of campaign, I would definitely use their artwork. I know they have pawns, so you can purchase their pawns. But I purchased this. I can use the artwork, make my own little paper minis, But they do have pawns of this stuff, which would be, so if you're really into their company and what they do and want to support them, I highly recommend checking them out. I just think that they would be a great company to follow in your D&D endeavors as an option of things that you could look at. So the Bugbear Archer, as you can see, they give him a little extra skill here, precise aim. During its turn, it adds 1d4 to its attack roll with its longbow. See, that's pretty cool. If it doesn't move, then it gets to add that to its damage. Of course, it has a longbow. A little sneaky, good stealth. Now, also every one of them has this, which is kind of like a little treasure list of what they'll probably have. So that's pretty cool if they have that. I think that's a good idea. I do think it's a little criticism. It does feel a little repetitive because all of them have this part, and then they each have a unique item. And you only get it on a 12, which, whatever, that's fine. As a DM, you can just give them +1 arrows, Oh, and if they do have these +1 arrows, you better play that out, you know what I mean? Added to their attack and all that, and damage, so that's cool. So then they got a cutthroat, and as you can see, it gets up in challenge rating as well. This is now challenge rating 1. This one was a half. And obviously I can see a couple archers and a cutthroat being an encounter for low level, and then this guy's got kind of the typical bugbear things here. And of course the items list, and then their attacks, and he has 2 attacks. Now I do have criticisms as we get further along of the like the brute here, because and this is easily solvable by you as a DM. This is still a great framework for getting the different types of bugbears. And I did do another review of another Monster Manual Expanded or whatever from DM's Guild. And that one has a lot more of this type of variations of the creatures. But it's just like that one is sort of like just a big list. This one kind of concentrates on specific ones and then their culture and stuff. So I like those 2 variations. And I do think this one would be really nice for you as a DM who wants like a micro world you want to kind of delve into. The other one is more like a list, a quick access to whatever, throw in. And I generally do it that way because my pacing and as a DM in Adventures is very fast. Whereas this one is really delving into one world, one area, like really getting into a role playing and exploring that area, which is kind of cool. I can definitely feel that would be a great thing for me to slow down with at some point. So my criticism here, and this is pretty cool artwork of this dude, this brute. Well, one, I think he should probably have a couple attacks, like 2 attacks. He's challenge rating 2, so I would think he would have 2 attacks with this, or at least a spike, a club attack, and then a shield bash, which could do like a prone thing. There's a chance of knocking them down. Unless they resist a Dex DC roll. Also, I feel like he should have a little the variation. I just think they're missing one extra variation as we see more of these bugbears, because the padded feet and the brute are typical of a regular bugbear, but this is obviously this seems like it's a generic bugbear, as opposed to maybe one extra little thing like the shield bash or something, since he's got the shield and the large weapon. The Bugbear Hunter, again, so he has surprise attack, which I think is in the is it surprise attack or is it just brute or both? I don't know. I probably have to look. So he's got surprise attack. Okay, that's cool. Multi-attack. Okay, that's so he can do and of course the roped harpoon. Good. That's an extra little thing. So this one's pretty good as is. And of course a high stealth. That's good. Oh, and this is the guy, right? So I can see a hunter like this. That's perfect. So this one's cool. And he has a vial of sleeping sap, which I'm assuming probably put someone down. This one has goblin liquor, which I believe is some sort of maybe toughy thing or something. I'm not sure. I know there's a whole list of tools of the Horde that they have these items. This one has troll's blood. Okay, so that's something that they probably regeneration or something. I don't know. I'm what they are exactly. So this one has the surprise attack pad defeat. This is the ambusher. Stealth +7. He's challenge rating 3. So he's multi-attack good. Makes 3 attacks. That seems high. 3 attacks. Challenge rating 3. I would think 2 attacks. Spear, hand axe. So 3 attacks seems like a lot. I would probably only do 2, and it would be 2 spear attacks, or I don't know. I would hand axe if he's throwing it. You're going through a 1. If he's attacking, I guess he could do 2. So it's a little tricky there. I haven't really, I'm not really thinking about that right now. I would give this guy something. He's an ambusher, so he has a surprise attack. Okay, maybe well, he's got the advantage on dexterity, so something. I don't know what, but a little extra something here with this. Although the 3 attacks, I think that's just too much. I think it should be 2 attacks and then something unique going on with it. Okay, the Bugbear Elder. Okay, this one was a little odd to me because it's a 13th level spellcaster. I'm like, wow, that's pretty high. Obviously, it's healing, which is fine, but it does seem a little high. I don't know how I'd play that one. And it's only challenge rating 4, which is odd if he's 13th level. But of course, he's pretty weak here. So this is an interesting one. Or what I do with that, I'm not totally sure. Bugbear Warrior. Okay, I think we're getting tougher now. Let's see. So it looks like he's only got 1 attack, which is odd. I think he would have a challenge rating for at least 2 attacks. And then he's got the Brood and the pad of feet, but I do feel he would have something else. Maybe a crit on a 19 or 20. That kind of thing. An extra little thing there. Make him scarier. So something like that. I do feel like they give you these cool variations on the bugbears, and same with the other races, that they kind of get they feel a little similar though, and they're missing. I feel like they're missing things like the attack here. Should be 2 attacks. I think. I don't know. I'm not researching this. Maybe they figured this out and this is really perfect. But I would change it for me as a DM. Headman. This guy's even tougher. 153 hit points. Challenge rating 6. So here he's got a blade club, does 2d10 plus 5, but only 1 attack. See there, I think he would have 2 attacks at least. And then something else here, man. Maybe with the heads he causes a fear, some kind of fear thing here, or he picks up or he can throw a head, which does something, aggravates the players. You know what I mean? Something like that could be cool here because he's a headman. So I feel like they're a missed opportunity in a lot of these to make them really interesting. But again, you as a DM, what's great is you get this, and then you can come up with your own little variations on it, and they prefab everything for you, which is cool. And these are great. Obviously these are great miniatures to do, paper minis. Like I'm gonna copy this, make it. And I have another video where I shows my paper minis and just make some paper minis out of these and be great. Okay, so you got a shaman. All right, so I'm just gonna so here's the trinkets. Kind of neat. They make a little and layer details. See, so if you really want to get into, creating this world, really go in deep depth to one of these, and of course more information, more stuff for role playing. And so we got gnolls, right? I'll go through a couple of these really quickly. Lots of info there. The war bands. I did notice on this one when I was looking through it. So this guy's only got, I guess, 1 attack, but boy, lots of options there. That's cool. I did notice on one of these. Okay, that one's got a bunch of options. This one, I think it's this one. He has 4 attacks, 2 with the spear, 1 with his bite, 1 with his claw. It doesn't make sense to me if you're using a pole arm and then you get in for a bite and a claw. That doesn't really, to me, work. Like I would just do 2 spears, and then he could drop the spear, or if he throws the spear, then he can come in with the claws and bites on a different round. So I would change that. Sprinter, that's cool. Bonus action, move half speed at challenge rating 1. Okay, that's fine. Maybe something else here, but I definitely would not do 4 attacks. That's too much. And so this one has 4 attacks. Yeah, I wouldn't do 4 attacks. I would only do 1 or the other. Oh, one thing about this guy, he's got bloodlust, which is cool. So that's adding something. That's cool. I think, or if he did 4 attacks, I would make it reckless, so that if he does do the 4 attacks, then the players do get an advantage on attacking him because he's just being crazy and ridiculous, you know. So there's those kind of aspects to it. But yeah, so you can see the different variations. Great artwork again. Really, whoever did the artwork is great, and of course even the good, really good, whatever you call it, formatting, graphics, and all that. This is a gnoll clan. Okay, so you get the idea here. Goblins they really do a lot of goblins, which is cool. Like different forest goblin, right? You can see here language. Look at that: forest goblin, hill goblin, cave goblin, goblin troops. Yikes. Okay, so that's hobgoblins, but yeah, you gotta feel it. Yeah, they got weird goblins, smeagly goblins, funky dunky brutes. Let's see. And this guy, he's only half rating, but whatever. Let me see if he has the war bands, just so you get a feel for the challenge ratings. So see, you could get up. You could get up to challenge rating 8 with 14 goblins, trappers, shaman. If you want to play that many in a battle, but still, you get the idea. Okay. So that's cool about the goblins. Hobgoblins, obviously, you got a bunch of stuff. Culture. Yeah, they're sort of a martial type race. What else? Ogres. Lots of different ogres. That's what they do. Okay, you got the challenge ratings with the ogres. You got the scrawny ogres. Challenge rating half. That's cool. Hurler. Okay. Big dudes. Charger. What skills does he have? Monumental stupidity. Cool. Tough. The ogre charger has an advantage on saving throws against being charmed. Okay. The ogre charger adds this constitution modifier to its armor class. Ooh. Unstoppable. Once the ogre charger gets moving, it is difficult to stop. It moves at least 20 feet on its turn. It can move through spaces occupied by large or small creatures and smash through stone barriers up to 3 feet thick. Okay. Berserker. Great artwork, too. Definitely paper minis off of these guys. Look at that, man. That's very cool. Trinkets, yeah. So, yeah, this is the... I don't even know. I haven't really read this one yet. The Okiti. This looks like a piratey adventure thing here. Swashbuckler. I don't really know this race or anything, but that's cool. They did a rat race. Orcs. Good look of orcs. I like the orcs. I like their orcs. Cool. Okay. Trolls. You want to just take a quick look? They got funky trolls, man. Pretty funky. Definitely different. Oh, yeah, that's a nice environment. Just showing you the trolls. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Cave troll. Oh, yeah, that works for me. Yeah, that's cool too. Swamp troll. Then they have... Okay, so they have some beasts. I'd love them to have more. I remember this being kind of short. Lizard hounds. Oh, the kobold ones are really cool. Let me just show you that real quick. See? Then they have definitely the dragon feel to it. Where they can serve a dragon. So that's cool. So yeah, so as you can see, if you want to create a world around something and you really want to delve into that and add flavor, this definitely, it's definitely going to give you what you want for sure. So the beasts, yeah, there's a few beasts, not very many, I believe, but it's cool. They show different types of beasts they have, that pets and food, and then they got some tools here, as in like useful items that they use, which is cool. And then you can do playable races, so you can turn, have a... I can't see this because it's in my... Wait, close my fight. Oh, there we go. So you got playable races. Obviously, that's pretty cool if you want to actually really get into this, by playing. The maps don't really do it for me. I don't really care for those. But that's it. I think this is a great product. It's $15 PDF. I do recommend it. I especially recommend it for new DMs who want to create a campaign around one of these races and have fun doing that. I think that they really did a good job. But again, look at even the variations they have and create little variations that maybe you want in there as well. But great outlines, templates for the different kind of variations of the race within a race that you can add to and to really make your adventure. I mean, you could easily have them fighting, kobolds from first level to sixth level and not get bored at all, and they always feel challenged, through that whole thing as they're making their way to a dragon, to the dragon that the kobolds worship. And obviously, you're going to add a lot of other monsters and creatures in there, but you can always bring those kobolds back because of all the variations and the challenge ratings that they have. That'd be really cool. So I'm actually starting to get excited myself about that. But yeah, so Ultimate Bestiary, Revenge of the Horde, very good product. Thanks for watching, and I hope you check him out. And it was a really, and check out the other things that they're doing. I think they're doing pretty good quality products, and they really love the game, and really are obviously into what they're doing. All right, that's it.